Good morning, everybody. Yesterday we did exercise 3E, that is multiplication by a 3-digit multiplier. Now today we are going to start with multiplication with money. Multiplying with money. Okay, so the first thing that we have to understand is how do we write money. Money, we always use a decimal, a point between the rupee and the paise. So the rupee part is written on the left hand side of the point and the paise part is written on the right hand side. So here, as you can see, it is 12 rupees and 50 paise. And how is it written? It is written 12.50. So 12 rupees 50 paise. Now let us take this example. How much will 3 ice creams cost if cost of one ice cream is 12 rupee 50 paise? So we have to find the cost of 3 ice cream. You can see cost of one ice cream is 12 rupees 50 paise. We have to find the cost of 3 ice creams. So what we have to do? We have to multiply 12 rupees 50 paise by 3. Now how do we multiply it? We will write here multiplication of money is we do it in the same way as we do multiplication of other numbers. So we will just write 12 rupee 50 paise first, and then we will write 3 over here because we are going to multiply 12 rupees 50 paise by 3. Now we will do the multiplication. So we will start with 3 0 times, that is 3 zeros are 0. Then we will multiply 3 by 5. So 3 5s are 15. 5 we will write here and 1 we will carry to the next place over here. Now this place is on the other side of the decimal, but there is no difference. We will just carry 1 on above 2. Now we will multiply 3 by 2. We will not put a decimal now. We will not put point over here. We will just keep multiplying and writing the digits in proper columns. So 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. So here we get 7. And then 3 1s are 3. Now here we have got 3750. Now we have to put this point. Now where are we going to put it? We will see that in this number you can see 1 2. 2 digits are after the decimal. So here also we will count from the right hand side 1 2, and we will put a decimal just before 5. So what number are we going to get? We are going to get 37 rupees and 50 paise. So this is how we multiply money. Now let us see the exercise. Exercise 3F, children. Question number 1. There is no need of doing it. It is not given in your syllabus, so you will not do it. We will come to question number 2 directly. Now this is application in real life. That means we are going to apply our knowledge of multiplication in real life situation. So here you can see the first question which we are going to do. Hina bought 3 pairs of earrings. So Hina is a girl and she bought 3 pairs of earrings, each pair costing rupees 85. So she bought how many pairs? Pairs means set of 2. So she bought 3 pairs of earrings and each pair cost how much? 85 rupees. So the cost of one pair is 85 rupees and she bought 3 pairs. So how much money she should pay? She should pay 85 multiplied by 3. That is the cost of 3 pairs of earrings. So we will find how much money she has to pay by multiplying 85 by 3. Then let us read the next part of the question. How much change did she get back from a 500 rupee note? Now she did not pay the exact amount to the shopkeeper. She gave a 500 rupee note to the shopkeeper. So how much money she will get back as change, we have to find out. So let us see how we are going to do it. First of all, first statement will be cost of one pair of earrings. So what is the cost given in the question? Each pair cost rupees 85. So cost of one pair of earring is rupees 85. Now we can, if we know the cost of one pair of earrings, we can easily find out the cost of 3 pairs of earrings. So how will we find? Cost of 3 pairs of earrings is equal to rupees 85 multiplied by 3. Now why are we multiplying by 3? Because we are finding the cost of 3 pairs. We know the cost of 1 pair. So we will multiply 85 by 3. 3 5s are 15, 1 carry, 3 8s are 24 plus 1 25. So 255 is the cost of 3 pairs of earrings. But we don't have to find out the cost of 3 pairs of earrings. What we have to find out is how much change did she get back from a 500 rupee note. So she gave to the shopkeeper a 500 rupee note. So here we will write amount of money she gave to the shopkeeper, rupees 500. And she had to pay how much? She had to pay only 255 rupees. So the shopkeeper will return some money back to her. So how are we going to find it? We are going to subtract 255 rupees from 500 rupee. So we will write therefore amount of change she received is equal to rupees 500 minus rupees 255. Because she had to pay 255, cost of 3 earring is only 255 and she gave 500 rupee to the shopkeeper. So she will get back some money. So 500 minus 255. Here we have written, I have written here 500 minus 255. And then we subtract 10 we will borrow from here, so this will become 10 minus 5 is 5, and here from this 10 we borrowed 1 here, so this becomes 9 minus 5 is 4, and we borrowed 1 from here, so this has become 4 minus 2 is 2. So how much money will she get back as change? She will get 245 rupees as change. So the answer here is he got this will be she got back. It is Hina, so it will be she got back rupees 245 as change. This is the answer statement. She got back this much money as change. So this was question number 1. Now next we will do question number C. So the question is, a toy car cost rupees 79 rupees and 50 paise. Now you see here in this the cost of the car, you have rupee also and you have paise also. So the cost of one toy car is 79 rupees 50 paise. A set of batteries cost 28 rupees. So one toy car cost is 79 rupees 50 paise. Cost of one set of battery is 28 rupees. Now how much does it cost to buy 2 of each? Now 2 of each means you have to find out cost of 2 toy cars and cost of 2 batteries together. 2 of each when you buy, how much money you will have to pay. So let us see how we are going to write the statement. First, of course, it is given here. The toy car cost rupees 79.50. So we will write cost of one toy car is equal to 79 rupees 50 paise. Next, we have to find the cost of 2 toy cars because it is given how much does it cost to buy 2 of each. So we know the cost of one toy car, we have to find cost of 2 toy cars. We'll write cost of 2 toy cars is equal to 79 rupees 50 paise multiplied by 2. We will write it here and multiply. 2 zeros are 0, 2 5s are 10, 1 will be carried above 9, 2 9s are 18 plus 1 will be 19 and 1 again will be carried here. 2 7s are 14 plus 1 15. Now after multiplying, then we will put this decimal, this point. We will see here in this number, you will see there are 2 digits after the decimal. So here also there will be 2 digits after the decimal. In money, always after decimal there are 2 digits. Now cost of 2 toy cars we know. Now we will find the cost of 2 batteries, 2 set of batteries. So we write cost of one set of batteries is equal to, it is given a set of battery cost rupees 28. So cost of one set of batteries is equal to rupees 28. So we can find out cost of two sets of batteries is equal to 28 rupees multiplied by 2. So we will multiply 28 rupees by 2. 2 8s are 16, 1 carry, 2 2s are 4 plus 1 5. So 56 rupees is the cost of two sets of batteries. 159 rupees is the cost of two toy cars. Now you have to find together what is the cost of two toy cars and two sets of batteries. So we will write here, therefore cost of two toy cars and two sets of batteries is equal to rupees 159 plus rupees 56. So we add the cost of two toy cars and two batteries and we get 215 rupees. So we write, therefore 215 rupee is the cost of two of each. Two of each means two toy cars and two sets of batteries. So children, this is how you are going to solve question number C. It is to be done in 3 steps. First you will find the cost of two toy cars, then you will find the cost of two sets of batteries, and then you will add the cost to find the total cost of two toy cars and two sets of batteries. Now question number 2, A and C, I have already done, and over here you have to do these two questions in your maths notebook, and then question number 2, homework B, D, E, these 3 questions also you have to do in your copy, and question number 3 is also homework. Question number 1 there is no need of doing. Only question number 2 you have to do all these 5 questions in your notebook. I have done 2, you can see it from there, and question number 3 is also homework. So you will do question number 2 and 3 in your notebook for today. That is your work for today. So please complete all the work that I have told you, and if there are any doubts, keep them ready for the Zoom class on Thursday. Thank you, children.